Well, hello. My name is Gan. Welcome back to Ace Academy. Last time, we were hanging out with Sho, and dude, he messed up my chances with getting with these twins, you know? Like, it was crazy, man. Then, we met up with Coach Ivan, who had a strong voice like this. I don't know. I was trying to do it stronger, but I'm just tired right now. Anyway, then after the coaching session with Coach Ivan, we came here to the library, and now we got picked between either Cowdy or Yuna. So let's decide. Shit, I hit the wrong one. You know what? Cause we clicked Yuna. Let's go hang out with Yuna. You know what I mean? Screw it. Yuna pops into my mind, and I decide to give her a call. I wonder how she's spending her reading week. She answers the phone almost immediately.
Hello?
Hey, Yuna.
Oh, I was in the middle of calling you when you called me.
Why were you calling me? Like, no one calls me. Like, damn, you know what I mean? What a crazy coincidence.
I know. I wanted to ask your advice about something.
About what?
Well, it's more something you need to see. Would you like to come over?
Sure, I'll be there. I'll be right there.
Great. I'll see you soon.
Dude, I am sweating my ass off. Seriously, I just turned off my fan to do this recording and I'm already sweating. When we hang up, I head to my bike and drive to Yuna's house. After parking, I knock soundly on her door. There's a shuffling on the other side, and it takes her a while before she opens the door a crack.
No!
What? Why are you telling me no? What the fuck? She slams the door shut again. That was strange. Like, seriously, cause she's the one who invited you there? Like, no, not you, the other cat heel. Or like, no, you're not, you're a loser. There are more noises on the other side of the door before Yuna flings it open.
Hi.
Hey. Wolf. I stare at the wiggling ball of fur trying to jump free from her arms. It's a puppy! Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I kinda like dogs. Well, unless they're big dogs. I don't like big dogs, man. Like, what was it? Cause I'm short, right? I've always been short. And like, big dogs, they're like up to my chest. Well, when I was younger, they used to be like up to my like chest and neck, you know what I mean? And it would scare the shit out of me. So it's like, I don't like big dogs. And I've seen big dogs. Like, I was walking my grandpa's dog one time, right? With my brother. And we passed by this house, and dude, it's a dog, but it looks like a man in a dog suit, you know what I mean? It was okay, anyway, puppy! I open my arms as Yuna lets the puppy hops into them. Its tail slaps my body with each wag as the puppy tries to plant kisses all over my face. You didn't tell me you got a dog.
I'm just borrowing him for now.
Wait, what do you mean borrowing? Borrowing? Yuna moves aside so I can enter and closes the door behind me. Then, she puts the puppy down. It scampers to my legs and paws at my feet as I carefully make my way to the couch. Yuna sits down beside me.
Okay, not really borrowing. I've been volunteering at the local animal shelter since I moved to Isokaze, and when I found out they needed foster homes for some of their pets, I volunteered to take Mochi home with me.
Dude, that's dope. My cousins do that. They foster dogs, so it's pretty dope. But I didn't know you could foster dogs before my cousins did it, you know what I mean? I thought they had those dogs. No, they're fostering them. It's really cool. And if you're thinking about getting a dog or something, but you don't really want it long time, you know, just foster a dog or something, you know?
As you can tell, he loves people. And he's already been housebroken, so they don't think it'll be long before he gets adopted.
And he's so adorable. Of course he's gonna get adopted. Mochi tries fruitlessly to hop on the couch and misses each time. After attempting a few more times, he sits back on his haunches and whines. Yuna giggles, then scoops him back into her arms. He settles into her lap. How long would you have him? Now, how long have you had him?
About a week.
A week?
Actually, I wanted to ask you about that. I'll have to give him back next week, but I don't really want to.
Then keep him. You want to adopt him? She nods and fondly pets Mochi's head.
The house doesn't feel so big and empty when he's around.
I glance around the living room. The space is conservatively decorated, but includes a lot of photographs of the family. Antique vases and cabinets tastefully filled the space. I wonder if these are family heirlooms or items passed down from generation to generation. Looking at all the smiling faces of Yuna, Yudai, and their parents, I can understand why Yuna feels alone in such a big house. She's constantly reminded of the past. What did your parents say? Yuna bites her lip.
I haven't told them yet.
Are you living with your parents? You gotta tell them, like, come on. Not even about fostering the puppy?
No. I'm not sure what they'll say. We used to have dogs back when we still lived in the countryside, so it's not like I don't know how to take care of them. Maybe they won't even notice.
They're not gonna notice. What if I hide in my room? They won't notice at all. Dude, of course they're gonna notice. They're parents. They notice everything. And it's crazy how kids think that the parents are not gonna notice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you act a little weird or something, of course they're gonna notice something. Okay, let me continue. Mochi's plush bed is in the corner where the kitchen and living room connect. Compared to the rest of the decor, his colorful and modern toys stick out like a sore thumb. I think they might. She frowns and furrows her brow. Aww. Mochi seems to sense her anxiety and places his paws on her chest and to lick her face again.
Mochi!
She turns her face away but laughs. Just ask your parents. Oh, he loves you. Keep him. I like the second one. Okay, hold on. Look how happy he is. I think he likes you.
I think so too.
Dude, I hate myself for doing that, but okay. You should keep him. Your parents will understand. You two are meant for each other. She giggles. It sounds like you already made up your mind.
Maybe.
She pauses.
It's not that I'm worried my parents will say no. I don't think they'd be opposed to the idea. I don't want them to think they're bad parents.
Why would they think they're bad parents? If they said no, then maybe, you know what I mean?
I understand why they don't stay here for too long, and I don't want them to think I'm lonely.
Are you lonely?
It can be a little quiet.
Mochi yips and hops off Yuna's lap. He races towards his bed of toys, sliding on the hardwood floors.
I think he wants to play.
Ooh, you know what's the best thing to play with a dog? Tug of war. I've always played with my dog tug of war because I could never get him to fetch or anything. My grandpa's dog, because like I throw the ball, right? And he comes back with the ball, but he doesn't want to give it to me. He just like, no, you're going to take my toy. And I don't understand. He's a puppy, so it's like, I'm not going to take your toy away. I'm just going to throw it back so you can get it. Tug of war is kind of cool too, because like, I'm just like playing with him and everything. It's cool. Mochi grabs a thick braided rope in his mouth, and I grab the other end, then lightly tug. Mochi pulls back, his tail still wagging. I increase the pressure, and Mochi pushes his weight back to his hind legs, so his butt is in the air. He growls affectionately as he shakes his head back and forth. I gently let go at my end of the rope. I let go, and my end of the rope drops harmlessly to the ground. Mochi pauses and cocks his head to the side, as if asking what I'm doing. You were too strong, man. You were really strong. Yuna giggles.
Mochi, you won! Oops, that he's all wound up, I should probably take him for a walk so he doesn't accidentally wet himself.
Is that a thing? Like, because we don't have our dogs inside of my grandpa's dog. He doesn't put them inside of him. He's an outside dog, you know what I mean? So it's like, literally, his bathroom is everywhere. You know what I mean? So he's okay. Let him wet himself, you know? He even said he's house trained too. I don't understand. Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Do you want to join?
I glance out the window at the darkened sky. I should probably get back before it gets too late. Yuna nods.
Thanks for coming over.
No problem. Bye, Mochi. Oh my god, bye, doggy. Bye-bye. Yuna picks up one of Mochi's paws and waves it around.
Bye-bye.
We both laugh as Mochi looks down at his paw in confusion. Yuna grabs the leash and secures it around Mochi's neck. Then we leave the house together. She heads towards the park while I head back to my bike and drive home. Dun, dun, dun. After parking my bike, I let myself into the house. The living room is empty. Where is everyone? Everybody. I hear voices in the kitchen and hurry over. I pause as soon as I push open the doors. Nikki is bent over the table laughing. Aunt Yuki stands by the fridge laughing as hard as Nikki, while Uncle Kaito chugs water, looking increasingly confused. Oh, hi Aunt Yuki. I didn't know you were here. Aunt Yuki tries to compose herself once she sees me and rushes over to give me a hug.
Oh good, you're home. Oops, I got some flour on you.
That's okay. Uncle Kaito's eyes are watering, and he lunges towards the fridge and pulls out a carton of milk. Are you okay, Uncle Kaito? He doesn't answer as he chugs a fresh glass of milk. Nikki finally composes herself enough to answer.
Aunt Yuki's making us Chinese food tonight. She ran one of the chilies around the rim of Uncle Kaito's glass when he wasn't looking.
Ooh. That's kind of funny. She starts laughing again.
It doesn't hit you at first, but once it does.
Yeah, it burns. Uncle Kaito takes another swing of milk while Aunt Yuki giggles.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Their laughter is infectious, and I find myself laughing with them. It's good to see Aunt Yuki hasn't lost her sense of humor. Uncle Kaito, hasn't Aunt Yuki played the same prank on you before?
She has. That's what makes it so funny.
It's been a while. Cut me some slack.
You're losing your touch, old man. It's really bad. We gotta put you down like Old Yeller.
Aunt Yuki's been away for too long.
Nikki sighs.
Do you really have to leave again, Aunt Yuki? It's so fun when you're around.
Hey, are you saying I'm not fun?
No, you're not fun. You're boring. We don't want to see you around here. You're just here to pay the bills and put a roof over our head. Okay? You're not fun. No, you're fun. I'm just joking. Don't be like that. Look at him. He's like, I'm gonna kick you out.
No, you're fun too.
Nikki, don't lie.
That sounded awfully like a pity compliment.
It was. Nikki giggles. And Yuki fidgets with the corner of her apron.
Actually, you'll all be seeing a lot more of me.
Ooh. Kaito looks at her in surprise.
Really?
She meets his gaze and nods.
If that's all right with you.
Of course, I just... Does that mean you're really going to stay here?
Yeah, unless there's a reason why I shouldn't.
They're getting back together.
No, but...
Kaito hesitates. Nikki watches with bated breath. Her eyes are wide with excitement, and I can tell it's taking a lot of self-control for her to keep quiet. I'm unsure if I should even be witnessing this conversation. Aunt Yuki seems to understand Uncle Kaito's unspoken question.
Watching you with the kids, you've, changed.
Yuki,
I still don't want kids. No, I'm just kidding. Nikki can't hold it in anymore and explodes.
Aunt Yuki belongs here, Uncle Kaito. Let her stay.
Hey, it's not your choice to say that, okay? They're perfectly adults and they could decide on their own, Nikki. Like, shit. What if, like, you said that and it's like, nope, we're not getting together. Then you're gonna be like, I shouldn't have spoken. Both Yuki and Kaito blush deeply. Nikki,
What? They clearly need my help.
you're jinxing it though. Let's give them some privacy. I begin to push her out of the room.
But
No buts. Reluctantly, Nikki allows me to lead her out of the kitchen and into the living room. We both sit on the couch and I turn on the TV.
do you think Aunt Yuki will really stay?
I'm not an optimist. And plus, I would really be joking and be like, well, you probably jinxed it, so probably no. But there's no option of that. I don't want to be like a dick. So of course, let's believe in sunshines and rainbows, and everything's gonna be clear as day. La-di-la-di-la-da-da. Yeah, she obviously still cares for Uncle Kaito, and he still cares for her. I have a feeling that when she comes back, she won't be going anywhere.
I hope so. Then we'll be a family again.
I know, right? Oh my god! I glance at Nikki. She looks hopeful yet apprehensive. Again, we've always been a family.
I know, but it wasn't the same without Aunt Yuki around. It felt incomplete somehow, like Uncle Kaito was missing a part of himself.
Dude, I am fucking baking and we're only in 18 minutes. Alright, let's keep continuing. It'll definitely be more interesting having her back. We wait in silence. Every so often, Nikki would sneak glances at the door, but she doesn't move. I can't ignore the delicious smell of Kung Pao chicken wafting out of the kitchen, and my stomach growls loudly. I wish they were having this conversation after we have eaten. We've already eaten. Nikki giggles.
Are you ever not hungry?
No, I'm never not sweating, man. Like, oh my god. Oh. Hypocritical bitch. You're hungry too. Her eyes widen as her stomach grumbles just as loudly. Now it's my turn to laugh. Luckily, we don't have to wait much longer before Aunt Yuki pops her head out.
Are you kids hungry yet?
Yes, we are. Starving.
Then I guess we better feed you. Dinner's ready.
I jump to my feet and race into the kitchen, but Nikki lingers beside Aunt Yuki.
Does this mean you're staying?
Of course I'm staying. There's no way I'm going to let Kato keep you kids to himself.
Nikki grins from ear to ear and hugs Yuki tightly.
I'm so happy! There will finally be another woman in the house!
Aunt Yuki laughs as the two of them join us at the table.
I don't know how you managed all by yourself.
Me neither.
Everyone is all smiles as we sit down to eat. Everything is good, but something bad's gonna happen. I could tell, man. After dinner, Nikki dragged Aunt Yuki upstairs to show her the new dress she bought last week. Uncle Kaito and I are watching TV. In the middle of our show, his phone dings with an email. As he opens the email, his jaw sets. What is it?
It's an email from the PI.
Ooh, the mystery of Mom and Dad. What does it say? He holds the phone out for me to see, and we reviewed the email together. Again, the content does not share much, but stresses that the accident might have been more than just an accident. The other driver has been spotted talking to Dad right before the car crash. Wait, someone wanted to hurt Dad on purpose? Kaito's voice is grim.
That seems to be what the PI is implying.
Why would you want to hurt them?
I wish I knew. Wasn't the other driver someone your dad knew?
Yeah, Urza Wilson was Dad's colleague. They worked closely on projects together.
Did something happen between them?
Not that I know of. And we can't even ask him since he's still in a coma last I heard. Kaito nods.
Well, the PI is still investigating. I'm sure he'll have more information soon.
None of this makes any sense. Urza and Dad worked on the same projects together for as long as I can remember, and he's always seemed like a nice guy. I can't imagine that he would want to hurt Dad. Does this mean Dad knew this was coming too? But how could he? He only left because Nikki called him. And what about Mom? I let out a frustrated sigh. I wish he could just tell me what happened. Wait a minute. Dad's research. The strange encryption in my core. Uncle Kaito notices the change in my expression.
What is it?
I wonder if it has something to do with my core.
Because of the weird thing it did during your first match?
Maybe.
If whoever wanted your dad dead was after your core, then you might be in danger. You probably shouldn't use Eagle again just to be safe.
I wouldn't go that far. All my core did was use extra energy pack, at least. That's why my professor said. That's why the referees didn't disqualify me from the match.
Extra energy doesn't sound like something to kill over.
I'm fucking sweating. My thoughts exactly. I brought up my core for a different reason. It might be nothing, but our team engineer found a weird encryption from Dad in my core. She didn't think it was anything important, but now I'm not sure.
What does it say?
I don't know. He nods. I tried to refocus on the TV show, but I can't stop thinking about the accident. I can't stop thinking about the accident on purpose. I think I'm just gonna go to bed.
Alright, try not to stress too much about this. I promise we'll find out what happened.
I smile weakly. Thanks, Uncle Kaito. After saying goodnight, I get ready for bed, then slip under the blankets. I close my eyes, trying to clear my mind, but end up running through every detail of the accident. I remember hoping to find clues. Eventually, I fall asleep out of pure exhaustion. I slam my alarm and feel unusually energized this morning. Today is our match against Akira, and after the training session yesterday with Coach Ivan, I feel confident in our abilities. This should be an exciting match. After getting ready, I wolf down my breakfast and drive to school. Yuna stops me on my way to the pre-combat room.
Hey!
Oh, hey Yuna.
I'm glad I ran into you.
Does it count as running into me if you knew exactly where I would be?
Yes.
She grins and thrusts her tablet in front of me.
Do you mind filling out this survey really quickly?
Really? At this time? Survey? For what?
The session with Coach Ivan. Since yesterday's guest coach was a new initiative for Dashu, they like to gauge how valuable you all thought the session was. I've managed to track down everyone else, so yours is the last form I need.
Okay. I take a minute to fill out the survey. Once I'm finished, I hand the tablet back to Yuna.
Thanks.
No problem. I'm kind of impressed that Dasu would go the extra mile to get someone like Coach Ivan to consult for a non-professional team. Yuna smiles.
That's one of the reasons I like them.
I wonder how they got him to agree.
Oh, it was easy. All I had to do was call.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I found his contact information online and figured it couldn't hurt to reach out. I asked his manager if this was something they'd be interested in, and luckily it was. Then I introduced the idea to Dashu, along with the proposal I'd put together.
Dude, she's putting in the work for us to be the best manager ever. I don't know what other managers will be. You know what I mean? Who would do that other than Yuna? Well, to be honest, I don't know nothing about management, so... You know what I mean? Like team manager or whatever, so...
After that, it was just a matter of getting their approval and support with logistics.
You put all of this together? Yuna blinks in surprise, then blushes.
It wasn't all me.
But the idea was yours. Actually, You helped out with some of the logistics for the Dashu event before the XZ concert too.
Yeah, but it was for stuff involving the team. I wanted to make sure you guys were getting properly introduced and represented.
I had no idea.
I was just doing my job.
You're doing an amazing job. She blushes even deeper.
Anyway, thanks for filling this out.
Sure. I better go in now. Cowdy's probably about to blow a blood vessel waiting for me.
Good luck out there.
Thanks. She waves goodbye before heading towards the stadium, while I head into the pre-combat room. I quickly change into my pilot's outfit and join the rest of my team at the holo table. Cowdy is busy plotting out the arena and our respective gears as everyone else silently watches. It's finally starting to set in that we're being matched against the top pilot at Ace. The confidence that I felt earlier wanes. Judging by the faces of my teammates, I'm not alone in this feeling. After a couple more seconds, Cowdy takes a step back from the holo table and looks over her handiwork.
Okay, this is what the war game layouts will be. As you all know, we'll be facing against Reborn, Akira's team. Mayu, can you report on their gear composition and weaponry?
Mayu nods and her fingers dart across the holo table.
Reborn is fully sponsored by Eludian Enterprises, which means they provide Reborn with the same cutting-edge weaponry that they provide their professional teams.
Ooh.
Each gear is kitted out for specific purposes. That means, individually, they may have weaknesses, but as a unit, they cover each other's vulnerabilities.
Hold on. We may have actually lucked out.
Mayu should show a questioning look.
Well, you know how they're smashing everyone in terms of points? Win or lose, they're still going to be the number 1 seeded team.
Okay, how does that help us?
This happened last year as well. When Reborn was guaranteed the first ranked spot, they subbed in their backup pilots.
Really? I didn't even notice.
It's not a well-known fact because their 4-man gear equipment is always the same, but if you dig into their pilot history, you'll see it. And the stats show that when they started putting in their subs, their overall performance did decline, even if it was just a little.
Okay, there's so many stats and things to know when planning a big game like this. Dude, I'm not a sports guy, so I don't know. So it's pretty cool to see all of this statistics about team members, whatever gears they're wearing, and whatever. You know what I mean? And how they play too. It's pretty cool.
So, what you're saying is that we'll be fighting against their backups, since they already have a guaranteed first seed?
Everyone but Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Akira's gear. Only he pilots it.
I'm surprised by Sho. He certainly didn't provide the same input in our previous matches as he did in this one. Even when one of our matches was against his own roommate. This match must really mean something to him. We can use this in our favor. Well, press any advantage we can get. Cowdy nods.
Agreed. Okay, so we can definitely use this to our advantage.
Cowdy changes up some of the notes on the holo table.
I have an idea. What if we employ the same tactic we did against Tatsuo's team? Focus down Akira.
Mayu shakes her head.
That won't work. Claw of the Wild's team is Tatsuo. However, every member of Reborn is going to be strong even without Akira.
True, but Akira still surpasses the rest of his team in terms of skill. Instead of focusing Akira, what if we try to pull him out and play a 3v3 against the other members?
Who's going to handle 1v1 with Akira?
Me with my my core, you know? We all look at each other. Although none of us want to admit it, it's painfully clear that he would beat any one of us in a duel. I can do it. We might not be able to beat him in a straight match, but at least I have my overdrive mode as our pocket ace again. Cowdy nods.
And since we haven't used it since the qualifiers, they definitely won't be expecting that.
That's right. As long as you keep Akira busy, we have a strong chance of beating the rest of the team and then helping you with Akira.
It won't be that easy, but I think this is our best chance at winning.
We hashed out the details of the plan on the holotable.
Remember not to immediately activate your overdrive mode when you start.
Why not? Of course, because you don't want to waste it right away. I nod. I'll be on a timer once it's activated, 3 minutes, so I should use it wisely.
Exactly. Let's recap then. We'll create distance between the three of us and Eagle, with suppressive fire. We'll make it impossible for them to even attempt to gang up. If they stick together, we can keep our distance and trap them in crossfire. When they start to create distance with one another, Eagle will hard engage Phoenix, and we'll do the same with our respective opponents. Positioning will play a big part. We'll have to capitalize on the fact that Akira doesn't have as much team cohesion practice with the subs as he would with the regular starters.
Cowdy looks at me.
You'll keep Akira engaged as long as you can, and we'll use the overdrive mode if it starts to look bad.
I nod.
That leaves the rest of us with 3-on-3. It'll be a tough match, but we should be able to beat Reborn's substitute pilots without Akira there.
What if Broseph goes down?
A valiant concern. I thought you had my back, bro. Like, why would I go down? Jeez. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I don't think he meant it like that.
Shell nods.
I just meant that it would be best to make sure we have all our bases covered.
Okay.
Depending on the battle condition, it might be worth going for the safer points if things aren't in our favor.
You mean take out the weakened gears instead of going for a win?
Cowdy crosses her arms but nods. I blink in surprise. Judging by the sour look on her face, I can tell this strategy isn't ideal for her, but the Cowdy from before would never have even considered it. She then looks at Mayu.
I agree. That would be the best course of action.
We win and gang up on Akira afterwards, otherwise we go for the safe points instead of trying for the win. Broseph fights Akira, we fight the other three.
Correct.
Show nods. Okay, I got it. My nerves are still jumpy, but I feel positive about our plan. Dude, my nerves feel jumpy because I am sweating my balls off. I thought this was gonna be like an easy 30 minutes, but I have to see this through, so fuck, man.
We can do this!
Yeah! Everyone stares at Mayu. She blinks, then points 2 fingers together.
I mean, if we try...
Oh, pokes 2 fingers. It's the stupid, you know what I mean? The index fingers, doot, we're touching them together. The team laughs. Ever since she got together with Sho, she's been a lot more confident. I'm really happy for her. The alarm rings, signaling for us to get to our stations.
Let's go!
Aight. After one deep breath, I follow Cowdy out of the room. Most matches during the reading week are pretty quiet in terms of audience, but today the auditorium is filled with as many people, if not more, than a typical match.
2 undefeated teams, but only one will continue their winning streak. Entering first is Ace 204911.
Dude, we gotta get a better name, come on. The crowd thunders to life. I stare out into a sea of people as they jump and waves from their seats. The difference from the polite applause we received when we started is surreal. Their energy fuels me, and I can't hold back my grin. If this is the taste of what it's like to compete in the big leagues, then count me in.
Versus the team who requires no introduction, Reborn!
The stadium rumbles from all of the cheering. The underdogs versus the university's pride. I would put aside my studying to watch a match like that too. Ooh, look how fucking dope they look. Well, Akira's not that dope, but look at all the other ones. They're dope as hell. Do you see this shit? Look, it's... Wow. It looks like robots wearing suits though. I gotta be honest, like, robots wearing black suits, and Akira is like the same thing but with gold. Reborn enters the stadium. Their gears sparkle underneath the lights. A sleek and pristine image of the modern entity of Illudian.
Are you all ready for this legendary showdown?
No, I'm dying right now. I don't think I'm ready. The crowd goes wild.
Then let's not delay this anymore. And begin!
Let's go! Stick to the plan and be vocal.
Roger.
Got it.
Okay.
I jet away from the rest of my team as they circle Akira's team. As if looking in a mirror, Akira's team follows suit, and they boost towards the rest of my team as Akira stays put. Ooh, he has a scythe? His gear shifts into fighting stance. He brandishes his scythe and activates the energy blade. He was waiting for me. Did he anticipate our plan? Or did he just want to fight me one-on-one? Either way, it doesn't matter. All that matters now is that I'm here and Akira's here. My teammates' voices fade into the background as they coordinate their attacks against the rest of Reborn. All of my focus is on Phoenix. Engage Phoenix, size him up. This will be a glorious duel. I want to size him up first, you know, be like, what, you think you could get this puto? Just the second one, because you gotta, you know what I mean? You can't really just go in and fight him right away. You gotta look at him, see how he looks, and fucking taunt him, be like, what up, puto? Come over here, fool. Still keeping some distance between us, I stop my thrusters, I read my weapons and stare down Phoenix. The crowd ignites as the sight of our impending showdown. Alright, Akira, let's see what makes you so popular. I max Eagle's thruster and dash towards Phoenix and dash forward. Phoenix braces for an attack. Strike. I deliver a powerful blow. With its scythe raised, Phoenix parries, but still gets knocked back from the sheer force of my attack. Phoenix dashes towards me, winding up his scythe for carving. Dodge it. My reflexes kick in motion, and I send energy to my side thrusters. With a rumble of my engines, I dodge to the side and send a powerful strike towards Phoenix. Its shield shimmered to protect the gear, but it looks like it took a decent hit to his energy reserves. I fall into defense and circle Akira, who circles me. We both waiting for the other to make a move. Akira is the first to break the circle. As soon as he activates his thrusters, so do I. We boost towards each other at an incredible speed, our weapons leading the way. Ooh. Our energy blades collide in a loud ringing, which reads the air. I grip my teeth and push with all of my might as our blades stay locked in a battle of wills. Parry. Sweat beads on my forehead while I continue to control Eagle, channeling all of my strength. A yell escapes my lips as I force his scythe up and spin out of the way to land a swing at his back. The hit registers and Akira's shield shimmer dangerously. Yes! If I keep this up, I think I can win. I can't tell if I can hear the roar of the crowd or if that's the blood thundering in my ears in time with the pounding of my heart. Before I can have a chance to catch my breath, Phoenix boosts towards me, his scythe points at me, ready for an attack. I steady my blade for a parry, when it thrusters charge at the last moment, and the scythe switches angles. Oh shit. I managed to block some of the force from my blade, but it's at an awkward angle. Phoenix swipes widely again. Can't block, too fast, unparryable. Fuck, he's too fast. The scythe smashes into Eagle's side. Phoenix is about to swing again. Akira is attacking far more aggressive now than we began. Was he just taking it easy to gauge my ability? Well, I won't be underestimated. If he thinks he's about to swing for the win, he'll be sorely disappointed. I flip on the overdrive mode and pray it works. The familiar shift of noises and motions sounds in my cockpit, and my heart threatens to beat right out of my chest in anticipation. Boom. Optimus Prime engage. A eruption of energy explodes from Eagle, and I am once again looking at my energy reserves sitting well over 9,000. It's over 9,000. I let out a small whoop of relief and excitement. I feel just as pumped and rejuvenated as Eagle. I have 3 minutes on the clock, but let's see if Phoenix can't even last that long. Dude, we're both named after birds. I just recognize that. Phoenix, like a phoenix. It's like a bird, right? And Eagle, which is a bird of America. Yeah, 2 birds fighting. My fists glow softly from the overwhelming energy. Channeling that energy, I ready myself to attack when something collides with Eagle and forces me to slide back. What's happening? Phoenix's wings extend and his entire gear is surrounded by a whirl of red energy. What? Can Akira's gear enter overdrive mode too? How is this possible? Phoenix races towards me, snapping me out of my thoughts. Whoa. Yeah, look at us, we're both birds, we have wings, what the fuck? Phoenix maxes its thrusters and leaps into the air. As it spirals down, I raise my arm and our fists collide. Waves of energy rips away from us. Still clutching my blade in my other hand, I strike. Phoenix rolls at the same time, then dashes back towards me with his scythe raised. Our blades clash in a parry. I'm sorry, I'm just being dumb right now. I'm going like full dummy mode right now. Since we're both in overdrive mode, it looks like we're back on equal footing. I clenched my jaw. This did not go well for me when we were simply on pilot skill. How should I play this? Go for the win? Stick with plans. When in doubt, follow the plan. I need to keep Akira out of play for as long as I can. I alter my energy output to play defensively, and I raise my blade in case I need to block or parry. I cautiously watch Eagle, who activates again and rushes towards me. With my defense protocol enabled, I easily parry his blows and return to my defensive stand. Phoenix charges forward again, swinging the scythes to the right, which I manage to block. Without a second hesitation, Phoenix spins and lands an energy fist into Eagle's front arc. My shield shimmer as it absorbs the blow, a blow which otherwise could have taken out the gear in one strike. I keep a watchful eyes on my stats. I won't be able to delay him for too long before he wears me down. That's okay. Stay focused. I block blow after blow. Those which make it through my defenses and absorbs by my shields. Even with no energy output on offensives or thrusters, Akira's skillful attacks are rapid, connecting and depleting my overdrive reserve. It looks like I won't be able to sustain any more attacks after this. Phoenix charges towards me one last time as I brace for the final blow. Phoenix hovers on top of me mid-swing, but the red glow has disappeared. In fact, all of its energy is gone. Did it just get depowered? This is very reminiscent on how Eagle suddenly depowered after overdrive mode. This is way too similar to be a coincidence. Although Phoenix can't move, Eagle still can. I glance at the timer. Only 45 seconds have passed. A wan smile graces my lips. Looks like Eagle's core is still one of a kind.
Akira's depowered?
What? Are you serious?
She died. Right, there's still a match going on. No time for dilly-dallying. Dude, I think I might have died because dilly-dallowing, man. Come on. With my overdrive mode still good for about 2 minutes, I speed towards my teammates and assess the damage. Sho and Mayu were depowered, but they took out one of the opposing gears and dealt decent damage to the others. Just look at this, it's like, we're having a deal right now, right? But it's like, no, we have betrayed you. Pa 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 pa. Aura is struggling to hold off 2 gears at once. Her armor is riddled with dents and dinks. She's definitely seen better days. I'm here. With Eagle and Aura back to back, we both ready ourselves.
We can still do this!
Show them what Eagle's overdrive can do. Of course, let's go. I spawned an energy shield in front of us to block the incoming shots as Cowdy charges in. Safe behind the protective wall. As soon as we are within melee range, we engage the remaining gears. My shields waver as Cowdy duels one of the reborn, but it hardly matters. Her blades are blur as they slice through the air, and she soon has the opposing gears on the defense. My opponent can barely withstand Eagle's overdrive attacks, and although he manages to get a few strikes in, I ultimately depower him. My overdrive mode expires shortly after, so I turn my attention to Cowdy's battle. Even though both her and reborn gears are damaged, Aura is in worse condition from the battle before. You can still do this. Don't let us down. Stay quiet. She knows what to do. You can do it. There's only one left. You got this.
That's right!
Go, Cowdy!
Go, girl. Aura readjusts and readies her weapon, as does the other gear. They charge at each other in a clash of blades. They seem equally matched in their struggle until Aura uses a sudden burst of energy to overwhelm the opponent and knocks its blade away. Then she strikes. The blow depowers the enemy gear, but depowers Cowdy as well. She used all of her remaining energy to deal the final blow. The arena is eerily quiet. Even the announcer is silent.
Hold on, folks. We'll have to check the replay on that.
We won. Fuck you. The air is thick in my cockpit. I'm acutely aware of how my breath comes in ragged pats. Please let this be victorious. An image projects on the stadium's billboard. Aura and the reborn gear blades are locked. I hold my breath as the video unfolds. Aura forces the enemy blade away and strikes. The gear depowers, and only 1 second later, Aura depowers, which means
Ace 204911 continues their undefeated streak!
woo! The ground shakes beneath my feet as the stadium rumbles with cheers and applause. We won?
We did it, brosif!
We did it! I'm actually like I'm fucking sweating. Cowdy lets out a loud cheer as Mayu laughs. I stare out into the crowd, hardly able to register what's going on. The people, the noise, the arcid smell of burnt metal. The arcid smell of burnt metal. It's sensory overload. But we did it. We actually did it. With the match finished, Gear's controls are restored.
I think we can all agree that this was the best preseason match, bar none. Am I right?
The stadium thunders approval.
We'll have the replays available later today. For now, I'll have to ask our contenders to leave the arena so the next match can begin.
Before shuffling out of the arena, Phoenix gives us a saluted wave. Speaking of Phoenix, how was it also equipped with the overdrive mode made? The overdrive mode. An uneasiness settles in the pit of my stomach as we return our gears back to the hangars and make our ways to the pre-combat room. Dude, I am fucking sweating. I am sorry. I'm gonna end it here, man. I didn't think it was gonna be like an hour episode. I'm really sorry, man. Like, I was like planning like 30 minutes, no more. Because if I go for an hour, it's like, I think it's 80 degrees right now. And it's the night. Like shit, man, it was like 100 earlier. I am sweating. I am sorry. I'm sweating like a pig right now. And I am dying right now. So, I'm gonna end it here. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to see whenever I post, and probably you'll see my deaths in one of the videos. Anyway, and leave a comment, because I like to read comments, you know? Anyway, well, this is farewell. Hopefully I don't die. And as always, bye-bye.